What is your favorite weapon that you fight with and why?
My favorite weapon to use is definitely the axe. It's intimidating, I find. I'm probably one of the, I know there's only maybe one other fighter on our team that does use the axe when we fight, or at least I've fought against with so far. It's a different thing to see too, because a lot of times you are common to seeing the swords, but when you throw a different weapon into the match, it makes it more interesting, I find, so that's why I like using the axe.
When did you start sword fighting?
I started sword fighting in February of 2018.
What age did you get interested in sword fighting?
I got very interested when I was a kid, probably at 4 years old. I remember watching, the first movie I ever saw was Dragonheart, and I love the whole medieval concept of it, and I've always wanted, something I always wanted to do with my life.
Is it a good sport for all ages and genders?
I believe it is. It's a great way to develop skills for athleticism and that sort of thing, because there's a lot that goes on to it too. It's not just how you swing the sword, but make sure you can swing the sword for a certain amount of times, because we're doing fights for up to 2 minutes sometimes. So I think it's definitely appropriate for all ages and genders and anybody who's interested in sword fighting in general.
Why do you sword fight?
It's definitely an ego boost for sure, but it's also a lot of fun. My favorite thing about sword fighting is just hearing the crowds cheer for you when you fight.
Does sword fighting make you feel more confident in yourself?
It really does, actually. Like I said, it's a big ego boost, especially if you win too. You get the crowd cheering even louder with that too. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun.
Why did you choose Blades of Glory?
I honestly chose it because it was convenient for me. I live in Peterborough, and I thought if I was ever going to do something like this, I'd have to go somewhere to, say, like Toronto, but I came to discover that this place is just in Hastings, which is only a half hour away, so that made it very convenient, which was great, so that's why I did it.
What armors have you worn, and what armor do you wear now when you fight?
I've done coated plates, mostly chainmail. The armor that I am currently using right now is chainmail. I like it because it makes it a little easier to move, I find, but it also still gives you that protection as well.
Is the armor heavy?
It's very heavy. So the armor that I wear is close to 65 pounds when it's all said and done. So I'm a pretty heavy guy already, but that just adds on to it.
How hard is it to see, breathe through the helmet?
Seeing can be a little difficult at times because the eye sockets are pretty narrow, so if your opponent steps out of the way, you gotta look around and make sure that you can see them again and gain contact. As far as breathing, I haven't really had much difficulty breathing in the outfits as far as for the stuff that I've done anyway. So if you're looking for a friendly sort of family-based environment for sword fighting, I highly recommend Blades of Glory here. It's nothing but a big brotherhood here, or sisterhood, depending on who it is that's coming. But yeah, I strongly recommend coming to Blades of Glory. It's a lot of fun.